Hello, good day, students. Um, I think this is the third lecture discussion that will be done asynchronously, and this is all about cellular respiration. So, as for the previous discussion, you have been introduced to the function and the structure of mitochondria. So, for now, we will be discussing the reaction mechanisms, like how is a mitochondrion doing its job or its function, um, in a more specific and detailed manner. But in a kind of pangalan yan, level of difficulty, this is somehow in an intermediate na level because I haven't included na the reaction mechanisms, just the overview of what's really happening in each of the processes of the cellular respiration, that is happening from the cytoplasm then up to the matrix of the mitochondria. Okay, so before I start, allow me to share my screen. Where is it? Ay, hindi ko pa na-open. Wait lang ha. I'll just look for the PowerPoint presentation. Ayan. And then, where is it again? Share screen. This one. Wait lang ha. And then going back again. Um, yeah, yeah. I think you can already see the PowerPoint. Yes. Okay. Wait lang ha. Bakit hindi nag-minutes? Yan. So, for this session, we will be discussing about cellular respiration. So, we're quite familiar of, the term respiration, di ba? Um, Usually in an organismic na level, we associate it with inhalation and then exhalation. In the last part of the cellular respiration, you will really use the oxygen, but this is only done in, animals that use oxygen. So those in aerobic respiration. But mind you, there are also some animals that don't utilize oxygen. So such as the anaerobic bacteria. We will also touch a little bit of it later. Um, so yeah, cellular respiration has two kinds, aerobic and anaerobic. So living cells perform a series of chemical reactions. Diba? So these reactions may involve the breakdown of large molecules. So like for example, we eat, diba? Food because it is composed of glucose. Glucose is actually a large molecule and it is broken down to form smaller ones. And then from this breakdown of the glucose, pangalan yan, it will, um, its, pangalan yan, its byproducts will be used for the production of ATP. So actually, each cell can be viewed as a tiny chemical factory, diba? Performing many millions of reactions every second. So the energy released by the oxidation of food that we eat, um, must be stored temporarily in the form of glucose. So we will be discussing 5 points in the cellular respiration. What are some common terms? Glycolysis, pyruvate oxidation, citric acid cycle, and then electron transport chain. And lastly, of course, which is associated to electron transport chain, is the pangalan yan, oxidative phosphorylation through chemiosmosis. Okay. So, um, what does it mean by metabolism? Diba? When you say, hala, siguro paspas ang akong metabolism, maunang niwang ko bisan og daghan ang akong kanon. Okay, unsa man di ay meaning sa metabolism? When you say metabolism, it is all of the chemical reactions that occur within a cell. So meaning maybe paspas ang imong pag breakdown sa imong food and then get the energy from it and then paspas ayan. And then paspas pud ang imong pag pangalan yan do catabolism pod. So there are actually two types of metabolism. First, we have anabolism. It is the synthesis of chemical substances or cellular components, and it requires energy. So, like for example, photosynthesis. Where does plants um, get the energy from to make glucose? Of course, it is from the sunlight or the photons coming from sunlight, diba? That is photosynthesis. In animals, we also do gluconeogenesis. We can also make glucose, but it is not from the energy coming from the sunlight, but from other forms or sources. Like, for example, the fats that we eat, and then we convert it to glucose, or the proteins that we eat, then convert it to glucose. Yeah. And then, the second type of metabolism is catabolism. If kanina is making and then catabolism is breaking, diba? It is breaking down of cellular constituents um, to release free energy that is needed to drive cellular function. So like for example, glycolysis. From the word itself, lysis means breakdown. So you break down your glucose to produce pyruvate, diba? And also some of its byproduct um, is ATP. Okay, so the reactions and the pathways by which cells catabolize nutrients and conserve some of the free energy as ATP, so that is released in the breakdown, is called as chemotrophic energy metabolism. So, pangalan yan, usually, when you say chemotrophic organisms, they need to eat or get the energy from the environment. So, hindi sila yung mga pangalan yung mga autotrophs na pangalan yan just from the sunlight and all. It's either they eat or they get the energy from the environment, like, in hydrothermal vents, yung mga yeah, yung sulfide-rich hydrothermal vents, something like that, mga microorganisms na yan. Okay, so we, humans, animals, are included in this. And also, mind you, just a reminder, plants also do uh, glycolysis because they have mitochondria. They also do chemotrophic energy metabolism. So actually, they can do both. Diba? Photosynthesis and cellular respiration. Okay. So, going back, diba, ang sabi nun is that we conserve some of the free energy in the form of ATP. So, our currency or in energy currency is in the form of adenosine triphosphate. And it is the chemical link between catabolism and anabolism. So if we don't have ATP, then we won't have any drive to do, our daily tasks. we would be very weak and we can even die, di ba? Like for example, pangalan yan, if you're out of oxygen, then the reason why pangalan yan, kung hindi na nag-receive ng oxygen yung mga cells mo, nagde-die siya because pangalan niya, hindi na siya nakaka-produce ng ATP because the oxygen is the pangalan niyan, final electron acceptor in the aerobic respiration. Oh, yeah. And specifically in the electron transport chain. So the exergonic conversion of ATP to ADP and PI or AMP and PPI is coupled to many endergonic reactions and processes. So when you say ADP ha, it's adenosine diphosphate. Dito na lang sa next slide. Ayan. So, when you break down ATP, you release energy that is needed by the cell in order for it to function. And if you break it down, you can get com two components, the adenosine diphosphate, and then also the inorganic na phosphate. And then you can also break it down again to form three na. So one adenosine monophosphate and two molecules of inorganic phosphate. And then if you still want to break it up, you can end up with adenosine, one molecule of adenosine, and three molecules of inorganic phosphates. So from the word itself, di ba? So, ATP or adenosine triphosphate has three phosphates here. I'm sorry for wala palang laser point. Three phosphates. And then adenosine means it has an adenine, di ba? Sa ATCG, adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine. So it has an adenine, nitrogenous base, and then coupled or linked with a ribose sugar. That's why it's called as adenosine. Okay. Adenine plus sugar, ribose sugar is adenosine. So that's why it's called adenosine triphosphate. So in the first step of cellular respiration is glycolysis. So, pangalan yan, the process of glucose metabolism is called as glycolysis. And this happens in the cytoplasm. So, hindi pa tayo nag-enter ha sa mitochondria. Diba? Ang pangalan niya, where is the glucose broken down? Dito lang siya sa cytoplasm. So, hindi actually nakaka-enter yung glucose sa mitochondrion. So, remember, di ba, the mitochondrion also has some pangalan yan, pores in its outer membrane, but yung glucose is too big for it to fit in. That's why it is broken down here in the cytoplasm. Instead, the pyruvate